your emotions after, winning the individual title?
I mean, put in a lot of work all season. It was a tough final between going back and forth with Mary and I tied in third and fourth, and then Braden and I were tied with 3 shots left and shot a lot against Braden. We grew up shooting against each other, and it felt really good to win and to bring another individual championship title home.
What's those last 2 shots, which is just you and him, what are the nerves like? And then your second last shot was 10-8. I mean, how do you not kind of celebrate at that moment prematurely?
Well, I was still behind before the 10-8, and I was like, okay, I gave myself a shot, and I looked up, and we were within a few tenths of each other, and it was kind of weird because he's a lefty, and he's all the way at the other end, so I look up, make eye contact with him, and we're just smiling at each other because we've been in that position too many times, where it's just him and I left in a final, and we were just having fun up there. So it was probably one of the most memorable finals for me ever to shoot, between it being him, Mary, and I, because we've been shooting together for years, and at Gark's, the Air Rifle final, it was the 3 of us left, and it was just a really memorable final. And to be at home, it really sealed the deal.
You just brought up Mary. She was talking about how special of a relationship you guys have. What does it mean to have her along for this experience?
It means a lot. When we first got introduced into shooting, we both went to this camp in Ohio at Camp Perry, and we were the first kind of friends that we made with within the sport outside of our home states. So we've been friends, and I beat her by 1 point in small bore, and she beat me by 0.1 in air rifle at that camp. So we've been fighting neck and neck for the last 7 or 8 years now, and it's been a lot of fun. We've traveled the world together, spent probably too much time together through all of our travel, but it means a lot to have someone like her here and to share her last year, and also it being my first year here, it means a lot.
Is that your first individual title?
This is my first individual title.
So how do you, there's when it gets down to the elimination shots, it's so much suspense builds up. How do you fight that?
I mean, it's what I say to myself in my head. I keep saying the same words over and over and just kind of block everything else out, and that's all I really do. I mean, everyone's got their own little tricks, but when it comes down to it, it's a lot of experience based. I've shot a lot of international finals. I've done bad at those. I've done good at those. I've done terrible at practice finals. It just comes down to the day and how you're performing and how you handle the nerves.
Did you hear the home crowd kind of getting excited?
Yeah. I mean, I thrive off of noise. Normally, if I'm not in the final, I'm the one making all the noise. I am the loudest one. So I enjoy the noise. I feed off of it, and I just thought it was great that the home crowd was really getting into it.
2 things Mary mentioned. One, the vibes at the dinner last night were pretty good, and that, like you mentioned, a 1/10 of a point separates you guys a lot. When you woke up this morning, did you feel 1/10 better?
That's a tough question. I mean, last night we all got together, hung out, and it was honestly great. Also helps that we're at home, but it didn't really feel like we were at a national championship. We were just having a team hangout, and I woke up and I was like, today's just going to be a good day. I don't know if I felt 1/10 of a point better, but definitely felt good about the day.